Look at polynomials of various degrees. So first one in our list, first comes zero polynomial. What is zero polynomial? So we know that any algebraic expression can contain even just one term. If that one term happens to be zero, then that polynomial is called zero polynomial. So degree of the zero polynomial is not defined. In our list, second comes constant polynomial. What is constant polynomial? Any number minus 3 by 7 or root over 7 or pi. For instance, any number is called a polynomial called constant polynomial. Its degree is 0, because when you are having a number 4, that means this number 4 can be written as 4x power 0. Hence the degree of this constant polynomial is 0. Zero polynomials degree is not defined, but constant polynomial has a degree 0. In our list, third comes linear polynomial. What is linear polynomial? Degree, the highest degree of the variable is 1. Suppose we are writing 11x minus 12. In this, 12 is a constant. It contains two terms. 12 is a constant, but the x's coefficient is 11. The highest power of the variable here is 1. When nothing is written, x means x power 1. Even x itself is a linear polynomial, or z itself is a linear polynomial, or you can even write root over 6 z minus or plus 1 is a linear polynomial. So the linear polynomial has a degree. The degree of the linear polynomial is 1. In our list, fourth comes quadratic polynomial. What is quadratic polynomial? With degree 2 is called quadratic. A polynomial of degree 2 is called quadratic polynomial. Let us say the general form. The linear polynomial's general form is ax plus b is called general form of the linear polynomial, and sometimes b may be 0, but a cannot be 0 in this. A cannot be 0, and ax in general is a linear polynomial. The quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c. This is a quadratic polynomial because the highest degree is 2. But here a cannot be 0. If a is 0, it will just be bx plus c. That will become a linear polynomial, right? A polynomial with degree 2. A polynomial with degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. You can write anything like 14x square minus 7x plus 21 is a quadratic polynomial. Sometimes this may be absent. This may be there, may not be there. C may be there, may not be there, but a must be there. That's why a is not equal to 0. In our list, fifth comes cubic polynomial. What is cubic polynomial? The general form of cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. This is a cubic polynomial. Here a should not be 0. If a becomes 0, this x cube term will totally disappear. This will become a quadratic polynomial. That is why a should not be 0. So polynomial with degree 3. A polynomial with degree 3 is called cubic polynomial. The general expression is like this. So you can write like 48x cube, x square may be there, may not be there, minus 31x plus 23. This may be a cubic polynomial. Then in our list comes, sixth comes biquadratic or we can even call quartic polynomial. What is a biquadratic or quartic polynomial based on this? A polynomial with degree 4 is called biquadratic or quartic polynomial. The general form may be ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e. This is the general form of this. Here a, b, c, d, e are real numbers and a cannot be 0. If a is 0, this term will become 0, then this will become a cubic polynomial. For this a quadratic or quartic or biquadratic polynomial, this a cannot be 0 and the power has to be 4. A polynomial with degree 4 is called biquadratic or quartic polynomial. Beyond this is not required. Let us this is based on the degree. The polynomial is classified as based on degree. Polynomial that contains only 0 is called 0 polynomial. Only constant is called a constant polynomial. The degree of constant polynomial is 0. Linear polynomial means a polynomial with degree 1 is called linear polynomial. Polynomial with degree 2 is called quadratic polynomial. Polynomial with degree 3 is called cubic polynomial, and polynomial with degree 4 is called biquadratic or quartic polynomial. Now we can also classify the polynomial in at least minimum 3 different types using number of terms in the polynomial. Now based on number of terms, we can also name them. If it contains only one term, it's a monomial. Monomial is a polynomial with only one term. For example, 6x power 4 is a monomial. Just 9 is a monomial. This 9 is a constant polynomial. This is a polynomial with degree 4, that is biquadratic or quartic polynomial. It can be in any type, but a polynomial with only one term is called monomial. Mono means single. And what about binomial then? Binomial is a polynomial with just two terms. It's called a binomial. So 9 minus 8x and 6 plus 3x cube, or x power 9 plus 8. These are some of the examples of binomial. What about trinomial? A trinomial is something that contains three terms. A polynomial that contains three terms is called trinomial. So some examples may be minus 8x power 5 plus 6x plus 17 is a trinomial. Or you can give another example like 5x power 6 plus 3x cube plus x is again a trinomial. So with this session and this example, we are just finishing how to name it. One is based on the degree. We call them constant polynomial, linear polynomial, quadratic, cubic and quartic. Based on the number of terms, we are calling them monomial, binomial and trinomial. And with this, we have finished almost the introduction part of the polynomial. You will be able to do exercise 2.1 fully, that contains 4 sections. Exercise 2.1 that contains 4 sections in our CBSE book. So this 4 sections each contain, section 1 contains some 5 questions, section 2 contains 4 questions, section 3 is only 1 question, and section 4 has 4 questions, and section 5 has say 7 questions. You will be able to solve all of these questions. So I expect you to solve those questions and submit it in the classroom.